Hi guys, this is John here, and as you can see, I thought it would be fun if we went a little old school and simmed a Civil War match on WWF No Mercy. As I'm sure most of you are aware, the EWA actually started life as a No Mercy sim fed way back in the day, so while we wait for Civil War proper, I figured why not go back to our roots. As you can see, we've got Epico starting off in the dreaded #1 spot, and here comes a man close to my own heart, Jerry the King Lawler at #2, with both of these guys making their first Civil War appearances. But oh my, here comes someone who's a bit of a Civil War veteran. Brock Lesnar hasn't been seen since Super Brawl, I believe, and he's obviously a former Civil War winner in his own right, winning the 2018 event and walking out with the World Championship that night as well. The only time it was defended in Civil War. He also holds the all-time record for most eliminations in a single Civil War match, with 12 that same year. And there's Orange Cassidy, of the Best Friends, looking like he doesn't really want to be there. As you can see, we've started off with 4 superstars at once, which, fun fact, is how the Civil War match itself was written all the way up to 2011, before reverting to a more typical Royal Rumble style. Likewise, I've also switched on Eliminate... Oh my! What the hell? Brock Lesnar has just gone already. The Beast Incarnate just got knocked out of the ring within 20 seconds by Jerry the King Lawler. Talk about a shocking result right there. I don't think any of us saw that coming. That brings out our next entrant, Goldberg. The man. He's in the house. Of course, as you'll know if you've read the Goldberg roleplays from this week, and if you haven't, you should totally go back and check them out. Goldberg isn't really what you call a fan favourite these days. As a matter of fact, he's kind of a dick, really, only really caring about making money by demolishing opponents as quickly as possible and leaving behind past friendships and even his family. Not a nice guy, but I believe this is his 3rd Civil War appearance, coming off the heels of showings in the 2014 and 2017 Civil War matches. So far he's only got 2 career eliminations, though, both coming in 2014 when he dumped Undertaker and Coco Beware. And speaking of eliminations, there goes Epico, thanks to Orange Cassidy. Obviously, we've seen a bit of a rivalry develop between Best Friends and the Shining Colons over the last month or so, and I guess it's carried over into the Civil War match as well. Who's coming in next? Oh, some generic music signaling the arrival of Ron Simmons from the Lucavi. Lucavi? I still don't know how to say that word, but he's from that group anyway. Looks like Orange Cassidy has just got a special, which means the King could be in a bit of trouble here. What's he gonna do? Oh, kick to the midsection and... oh, big axe kick. Is that gonna be all? 1, 2... No, the Memphis Legend survives for the time being. Going back to Ron Simmons, up until recently he was a pastor for a small church, although with the congregation dwindling and his faith taking a bit of a hit, the Zodiac was able to tempt him away on the promise of redemption, which seems to be the big thing that he's selling to all of his group. It was announced by Zodiac as well that 3 of his followers will be entering this Civil War match, while Emma will enter the Women's Rumble, so no doubt we'll be seeing Maven and Adam Rose pop up at some point during this one as well. As for Simmons, though, this is his 2nd Civil War appearance, having previously taken part in the supersized 2009 version of the match, which saw 60 entrants, although only about 3 or 4 people actually roleplayed for it. I mean, it wasn't quite that bad, but it was pretty close. During a time when things weren't as active as we'd have liked, and certainly not anywhere near as active as this past week, that's for sure. I'm seeing a bit of double teaming in this match already, as Lawler and Ron Simmons just combined to double power drive Goldberg, and now the Kings just teamed up with Goldberg to double power drive Simmons as well. It's almost like Jerry Lawler is a dastardly heel who will work with anyone just to get ahead. Who'd have thunk it? Oh, but the King almost got pinned right there after that big back suplex from the Lucadai's Taurus, who, despite having a special ready, has decided to apply an abdominal stretch for some reason. Interesting tactics right there. Oh, but he's using that special now. And it looks like the King's going to be the recipient of a Dominator. But what's Simmons doing now? Rather than pin Lawler, he's changed focus to Orange Cassidy. And you gotta love that classic No Mercy AI, I guess. Well, looks like things are slowing down a bit, so I figure it's as good a time as any to fast forward. Pair of seated headlocks there. Goldberg in a bit of danger. Alright, let's hit play and see what happens. Simmons with another special. Oh, the man has the King on the ropes, but poor decision there. He could have knocked him out. Instead he tried grappling, and the King responds by knocking Goldberg through the ropes instead. So long, Goldberg. Decent run there by the former WCW World Champion, but unfortunately not able to add to his career total of eliminations. Who's coming out next at number 7? It's Seth Rollins, relative newcomer to the EWA, at least in this incarnation anyway. If you've read his role plays this week, you'll know he's already proven himself to be a bit of a jerk as well. Fun fact, he's also apparently lead singer in his own metal band called Black Architect. So check them out. Uh-oh, looks like the King's using his special on Orange Cassidy maybe? These two have been in it since the beginning. But for some reason, that special is a stink face. I feel like I should probably take this opportunity to point out that this is the game's version of the King and not one I made myself. Although who knows, maybe I would have given him that move as well. Either way, King has been dominating Cassidy. And Simmons has been working over Seth Rollins as well for the last, well, a little bit since he entered the match. Looks like Ron's close to getting a special if he wants one. Down goes King. There goes the special, but Orange Cassidy just made himself noticed by Ron Simmons. Could be a big mistake there, especially considering he just took a stink face not long ago. Oh, the Dominator strikes again. 1, 2, 3. And that's 2 eliminations so far for Ron Simmons. And of course the King is 2 as well after taking out Brock Lesnar and Goldberg. Although something tells me that definitely won't happen in the real Civil War match. Here comes our next entrant. And it's Trent. Sorry, I mean Trent? Ugh. I feel like I should apologize to Corey right now, because I don't think I'm going to be able to emphasize that question mark every time I say his name. So he's just replaced his fellow best friend member in his first ever Civil War appearance, and he's already busting out the lucha moves there with a big flying head scissors. Seth Rollins is in a bit of trouble as well now as he continues to battle it out with the King. As a special if he wants to use it. But instead it looks like he's content to keep wearing Seth down for a little bit. Oh, there you go. I've already seen King's corner special being the stink face, so what's his back special? Of course, the infamous abdominal stretch pin. We've seen him bust that out many times over the years. Hold up. Simmons just sent Trent to the apron. And out he goes. Thank God for that. Now I don't have to worry about saying that stupid question mark anymore. I'm only kidding, of course. Anyway, who we got coming up next? Oh, it's Mr. Shake, Rattle and Roll himself. The King's best buddy and would-be tag team partner. If only that dummy Santino hadn't stolen one half of the tag titles at Super Bowl. This is Honky's second Civil War appearance after showing up in last year's match. Although he wasn't able to score any eliminations in that go-around. Oops, small package by King there. And there goes Seth Rollins. His fourth Civil War appearance ends relatively quickly. Although I think it's safe to say we'll be seeing a whole lot more of the Sunday Night Messiah in the future. Coming up next is entrant number 10. Who's that gonna be? It's Maven. And all of a sudden this thing's turned into a bit of a tag team match right here, with Honky and King on one side and Lukovi on the other. That's certainly what you'd expect to happen in a real match anyway. Only looks like Maven's just joined forces with Honky to take down Simmons with that big time double powerbomb right there. I guess maybe that's some payback after Ron forgot to roll down the window during their car journey to the Lukovi compound this week. Look at this now. These two teams have completely imploded. If ever there was an example of Civil War being every man for themselves, it's this right here. I guess it's probably worth pointing out that Jerry Lawler entered this match at number 2 and somehow he's still in this thing. I don't know if that proves he's as great a wrestler as he says he is, or maybe it's just a case of these in-game characters having way better attributes than the ones that I've created. The fact that Ron Simmons has been kicking a lot of ass throughout this as well suggests that's probably the case. I should probably mention as well, since I did try to say this earlier, only to get interrupted by the shock elimination of Brock Lesnar. But while I've turned on pins and submissions in this match, just to hopefully help speed things along a bit, it is strictly over-the-top eliminations only in the real Civil War, and has been from 2012 onwards. Anyway, looks like Ron Simmons has got himself yet another special here. Lost count of them so far. And before he can use it though, King steps in to combine forces with a double power driver. At least Ron got a bit of revenge there for the one that he took from Maven and Honky earlier. And he takes a double powerbomb as well. Oh, King has himself a special as well now. Looks like he wants to use it on his own tag team partner. Fair play though, Honky is playing it smart to avoid suffering whatever King's finisher might be this time. Oop. Lawler blocks an attempted small package from Simmons. Can chalk that up to his veteran instincts right there. What's this now? Big time spike power driver from the Memphis Legends. It's the kind of teamwork that took him to the tag titles last November. Still, I think it's probably safe to say we can hit fast forward again. Not much happening at the moment. Oh, King's got a special. Is he going to put it to good use? Hold up. That doesn't look like a power driver to me. That looks like a double dragon screw. Will that be enough? No, it only scores a 2 count. Should have gone with the power driver, King. Still, Simmons looks like he's in a bad way here after nearly having his leg yanked out of its socket. Oh, and things are gonna go from bad to worse with yet another spike power driver. And there's Maven looking to sneak the pin while Honky and King go at it again. Man, how did Simmons survive that one? What the? King with a flying head scissors there. I swear to God, if he starts busting those out in the real Civil War match, I think Luke's lost his mind. That was crazy. Oh, Honky going low on his own tag team partner. Don't know where that crotch has been. Here we go now. Whoa, wait a minute, there goes Honky. Lawler just knocked him out. I think he was aiming for Ron Simmons, but oh my, what a turn up for the books that one is. Hopefully these two can smooth things out later on when they get backstage. In the meantime though, the match continues. And here comes Harper. It's the former World Heavyweight Champion himself, making only his second Civil War appearance after competing in the 2014 event. Harper wasn't announced for this match. Well, Noah didn't roleplay as him either, instead concentrating on doing some excellent work with Lacey Evans and particularly Charlotte Flair as well. It's not been a great start for Harper so far as he gets taken down with the power driver. Now King's got a special ready as well. Could he be thinking... Oh, there it is. It's the double dragon leg screw. And surely Harper's going to be too fresh to be pinned from that though. Oh, and there it is. Just a 1 count. The King has got to be disappointed with that, but I mean, come on. It's a pretty shitty looking finisher. Meanwhile, Maven's on Dream Street. He's not really been in this match much recently. Now he's going for Ron Simmons again. Oh dear, but Ron reverses that suplex attempt to hit one of his own. Things do not seem to be going very well right now for the Zodiac Sagittarius. But at least he kicked out there, I guess. Still, he rolls right into Harper. And it looks like things are starting to break down a little bit here as well, as everyone sort of gets in each other's way. But there you go, there's a big double team right there from the King and Ron Simmons. Two guys who are really making a play for the MVP role in this match. King channeling the Iron Sheik there with the camel clutch. Oh, huge spinebuster from Ron Simmons as well. Arn Anderson's may look more beautiful, but that one looks more deadly. Now he's following it up as well. Another Dominator. Simmons is on an absolute roll right here. And there's his third elimination of the match as well. That means him and Lawler are now tied for 3 apiece. Although it could soon be 4 for Simmons with a Dominator on Harper. Only to have King deny him the pin. Fans on their feet for the next entrant. And here comes Braun Strowman, the monster among men. He was the, well, probably the star performer in last year's Civil War, picking up the most eliminations with 5 to his name. And of course, he actually earned the right to be the final entrant in this year's Civil War as well, during the free-for-all match back at Super Brawl 19. But considering Strowman doesn't really sweat competition, he was more than happy to sell the spot to Bo Dallas for a cool 20 grand. Just so he could help set up his friend Brad in a brand new apartment. Oh, but things are going pretty badly for Strowman already. And he's gone. The King takes another huge scalp. And now he's going after Simmons again. So Big Ron shakes him off. And now he's going after Harper. Powering overhead with ease. Looks like it's time for number 13 now. Unlucky for some, but will it be unlucky for Sammy Guevara? The Spanish God is undefeated so far in his EWA career, even picking up the national title last weekend in only his second ever match with the company. He's gone straight for the King here. No doubt fully aware that he's been in this the longest. Oh, big time 450 splash. But the King kicks out somehow. I have no idea how Lawler has any gas left in the tank after being in this thing for so long. You got to give credit to Ron Simmons as well. How the hell are either one of these guys still surviving this fight? Still, it's I don't know, it's starting to feel like the action might be slowing down a little bit right now, so I guess maybe it's time to hit the fast forward button again. Oh, big reversal there. King with a special. Not really taking advantage of that special. Meanwhile, Ron Simmons continued to work over Harper. Can't put him away. Big time pump handle slam from Harper as the King gets another special and lets it go to waste. But that double team could potentially spell the end of Ron Simmons' night. Oh, Simmons survives. Meantime, Harper's got his special now. Leapfrogs Guevara. Huge boss man slam. Can he follow up? Oh, the truck stop lariat takes Guevara down. Will that be enough? And he's gone. Guevara has just been pinned by the former world champion. And who knows, maybe in this weird world of No Mercy, that means Harper is next in line for a national title shot, since he just handed the new champion his first ever loss. Moving on though, here comes the next entrant in the match. And it's the third and final member of Best Friends, Chuck Taylor, looking like someone just hit him in the face with a frying pan before he came out. Taylor goes for Harper, and then gets taken down immediately by Ron Simmons. This counts as starting the match the way he means to go on. I think Sweet Chucky T could be in some serious trouble right here. And like his fellow Best Friends, this is his very first Civil War appearance. Although we did see the group's second appearance on the Ellen show this week. And is it just me, or is that the weirdest show on TV? Like, she really doesn't seem to be coping with this quarantine very well at all. Anyway, everyone seems to be focused on Ron Simmons here, which I guess is probably the smart move considering how dominant he's been throughout this match. Chuck Taylor picking him up, but immediately gets taken over. Now they're pairing off again as Harper takes it to Taylor. And Simmons looks to force Jerry Lawler to submit. Doesn't Ron realise that's the master of the abdominal stretch pin he's messing with there? There we go. Big hip toss from the King on Simmons. And a rolling senton. Oh, but a big boot from Harper sends Chuck Taylor to the apron, and a second knocks him down. Chuck Taylor is out of here already. And that's 2 eliminations in a row now for the Goatsman. Could be giving Ron Simmons and the King a run for their money right now. Time to find out who will be number 15. It's Chuck Lesnar himself, Big E. Still none the wiser what happened when Big E took his nephew Jagger to Gettysburg this week. But then that's probably because Nuke deleted Joe's account. Well, I say Joe, but I mean, let's face it, that was obviously Charles all along. I mean, God bless the guy, but I'm pretty sure he fooled no one. Meanwhile, though, Ron Simmons has got himself another special here, and the King could be in a lot of trouble right now. Oh, the Dominator connects. Lawler is on Dream Street, and he's gone. Lawler is gone. After entering the match second and racking up 5 eliminations in total, the King's dream of Civil War glory and being able to cash in on Santino to take back his half of the tag titles is over. Who'da thunk it? Next out sounds like Albert. The Piercing Prince has made a surprising return to the EWA ranks this year, pushing Harper to the limit in a closely fought World Championship match just prior to last month's Insurgency pay-per-view. And you know how much winning Civil War means to him as well, after Albert turned down the opportunity to appear in the country's biggest quarterly piercing magazine, where he could have had the opportunity to hype up the parlor he works at, Ink for Your Stink. This is Albert's second Civil War appearance as well, after being part of the Bumper Edition in 2009, where he was eliminated by Jake the Snake Roberts. But he certainly seems to be doing a lot better this time around so far. Now, I'm guessing you've probably noticed that the sound has been getting more and more out of sync as we go along, and now it's starting to go a bit jarry as well. I guess the moral of the story here is you get what you pay for, really, especially when you buy cheap equipment to record N64 footage off eBay. Back to the action though, and Ron Simmons somehow has yet another special. I hope you've been keeping track of how many he's had, because that's totally going to be a question on the next big fat quiz of the year. Just kidding, of course. Or am I? Ooh. Anyway, Simmons hits the Dominator and he's going for the pin. But of course Albert kicks out at 1. He's only just been in there. Let's hit fast forward again. Big setup powerbomb from Harper there. He's picked up a special, but looks like he's not able to use it. Suplex City there from Harper and Big E. Here we go, back to the action again. Simmons and Harper are both in firm control of their opponents right here. And look at Simmons again busting out the power moves. That is insane. Ron now turns his attention to Big E and big time spine buster right there as he follows it up with a single crab, seemingly looking to make Big E tap out. Chuck Lesnar survives for now, at least. Unfortunately though, Ron Simmons has yet another special. Question is, can he actually use it? This might be his chance right here. Oh dear. He lifts him up and he drives him down. This was Big E's first Civil War appearance, and I'm guessing by Joe and Charles's firing, it's probably going to be his last as well. Good night, sweet prince. May the angels sing you to sleep. Anyway, coming up next is entrant number 17. Who's it gonna be? And it's Killer Cross, a vicious monster of a man who only really cares about two things: Scarlet Bordeaux and beating people up. Unfortunately though, he just walked right into that back suplex neckbreaker combo. It's not the way you wanted to start the match, you have to believe, but... Whoa, hold on a sec, Albert's just got knocked onto the apron, and down he goes. Albert is gone, meaning that Ron Simmons has just scored his 6th elimination in this match. And he's got a special again as well. I'm starting to think Ron might well go all the way in this one. Oh, but here comes someone who might have a say in that, as our current reigning and defending world champion enters the ring. MJF is only the 3rd world champion to throw himself into the Civil War match, after Sean Waltman did so in the very first one back in 2004, and then Jack Gallagher was forced to defend the title from the #1 spot at the 2018 event. We'll see if MJF does better than those two, but he's immediately found himself with a familiar face in Harper, who obviously has a bone to pick with MJF after the way he took the title from him at Insurgency last month, and then defending it in somewhat controversial circumstances on Slam just 2 weeks ago. Wait a minute, Ron Simmons is eliminated. Ron Simmons has just been eliminated by Killer Cross. But what a run he had. 6 eliminations in total after entering the match from the #6 spot. It's hard to imagine anyone else is going to beat that before this one's over. In the meantime though, we've just had one EWA champion enter, and here comes another. It's one half of the tag team champion, Santino Marella. Back in 2017, it was Santino who shocked the world by winning the Civil War match. And this marks his 5th straight appearance in Civil War as well, with a career total of 7 eliminations so far. Still, while I'm sure Santino would love to win Civil War for a 2nd time, he's arguably got an even more important mission to worry about, namely to stop Buff Bagwell from winning the match and setting off a catastrophic series of events that will probably create a dystopian hellscape 50 years down the line. As things currently stand though, we've yet to see any sign of Buff Daddy, or even Judy either, which I guess is probably why Santino looks to be going after Harper right now. No doubt trying to take out the biggest man in the match. Although that could be easier said than done, as Harper just proved right there. Santino bounces back, whilst at the same time MJF and Killer Cross have been going at it. But now MJF switches priorities to Harper. They double team him, take him down. Is that enough? Nope, Harper kicks out again. Meantime, Killer Cross is trying to use his striking skills to take down MJF. He's made no bones about wanting to become the world champion. What a better way to earn yourself a shot than eliminating him from the match. No matter whether you go on to win the whole thing, if you can take out... Oh, hang on a sec. Oh, Santino takes out Harper. That one came from out of nowhere. Hang on a sec. Before our next entrant comes out, I'm getting word that there's some kind of ruckus going on backstage. Sounds like details are a bit sketchy for the moment, but well, we'll have to come back to that in a bit, because here comes number 20, and it's the 3rd and final member of the Lucavi, Adam Rose. Technically speaking, Rose wasn't even supposed to be in this match. The Zodiac had drawn Bart Gunn's name in a seemingly random lottery, but knowing how badly Adam Rose wanted in on Civil War, Gunn willingly gave up his spot. Let's see if that pays off for the group. As elsewhere, MJF scoops Santino up and then drives him down with that big time pump handle slam. World Champion better watch out for Killer Cross though, who's already made a big impact by taking out Ron Simmons. But here we see why MJF is so dangerous in his own right though, picking his spots to take Cross down and happy to allow Adam Rose to make the pin. After all, it's well, the only thing that matters to MJF is that he's the last man standing, thereby eliminating the danger that any time, any place contract presents to his championship reign. I mean, you only have to look at the previous years to know that 8 out of the 15 men to earn that shot have gone on to win the gold, a success rate of 53%. But wait a minute, Adam Rose knocks Killer Cross to the apron, and down he goes. It's a measure of revenge right there for his fellow Lucavi member Ron Simmons. Maybe that'll convince the Zodiac that Adam did belong in Civil War all along as well. Here comes number 21 now. And it's Buff Bagwell, the man Santino has been waiting to see. This is Buff the Stuff's 4th Civil War appearance, but there's no sign of Judy Bagwell though. I don't know, that might be a good thing, as let's face it, she can sometimes end up being more of a hindrance than a help to Buff. And there he gets sent into the ropes and taken over with a big hip toss. Oh no, that's not good. And Buff's gone already. Santino didn't even have to do anything. Buff Bagwell has just been tossed by Adam Rose, and his entrance music had only just finished playing. Well, with Buff gone, I guess at least the future is saved, so let's see who's at number 22. Wait. No, it can't be. But it is! It's Al Snow, still in his orange prison jumpsuit, having apparently broken out just to be part of this match. Sounds like that kerfuffle backstage was the Snowman taking out Primo and stealing his spot in the match. Seemingly looking to finally win Civil War at the record-setting 12th time of asking. Nobody has more career eliminations in this match than Al Snow, with 25 to his name, yet somehow he's never eliminated the same superstar more than once. But still, how is he even here? Al's been in jail since Red, White and Bruised last year after he, Colt Cabana and Blue Meanie were found guilty of crimes against humanity. It just doesn't make any sense. Looks like he's learned a few tricks on the prison yard too. Well, I don't know about you guys, but I really want to know if there's any more surprises, so let's fast forward one more time. No real surprises here so far. There's Al and Santino duking it out after Al tried to frame Santino for his crimes last year. Low blow by MJF there. Exactly the kind of thing you'd expect to see from the Salt of the Earth. Alright, let's see where we are. Big time double powerbomb from Santino and Al Snow and Adam Rose there. Lots of reversals as well. Counter move after counter move. Uh-oh, Santino's up against the ropes. And another low blow, this time from Al Snow again. And again. Good grief. It's like they always say, your junk isn't safe whenever Al Snow's around. Meanwhile, MJF sends Adam Rose packing right there. A sneaky move by MJF, but definitely an effective one. And that means the Luke Harvey's night is over, at least in this match anyway, but who knows, maybe Emma will fare a bit better in the Women's Civil War. Time now for our penultimate entrant, and it's Jamie Noble, the Redneck Messiah, who recently returned to the EWA alongside his girlfriend Nydia after they encountered a few financial difficulties. This is Noble's second Civil War appearance after featuring in the 2005 match back in the day. It's been kind of a rough week for him though, after Nydia kicked him out of the house when she discovered that he'd been slipped the number of the girl working at the Wendy's drive-thru. That led to Jamie turning to his cousin Nunzio for advice, whose grand solution was to hook Noble up with some of the Godfather's hoes just to try and help him take his mind off Nydia. But Noble, being the good egg that he is, refused temptation before eventually reuniting with his lady love. Ah, tale as old as time. Meanwhile, Al Snow has himself a special, and Santino looks like he could be in a spot of bother right now. Snowplow connects. 1, 2. Oh, Santino survives, but only just. Being this close to the finishing line right now, it feels like pretty much every big move could be pretty costly for these superstars. Meanwhile, Jamie Noble counters a neckbreaker attempt to take down the world champion there. He's looking to follow up before combining with Al Snow for a devastating double powerbomb. That will no doubt leave MJF seeing stars. And like I said before, if anyone can eliminate the Salt of the Earth in this match, it'll be a huge feather in the cap. Could even potentially put them in a position for a future title shot, no matter what the result here. 1, 2. Noble almost did just pin MJF with that roll-up right there. Forearm to the back puts MJF down again. And now Noble has himself a special in the bank if he can put it to good use. And he does. MJF is down from that falling sleeper slam, but will it be enough? 1, 2, 3. It is. Noble just pins the world champion. And I can't help but think I may have accidentally jinxed him a little bit right there. My apologies to Jared. Anyway, that means we're down to the final entrant now, and we all know who that is. It's Bo Dallas, which means that one of these 4 men are going to walk out with the elusive anytime, anyplace contract to cash in on the world champion whenever they want. Of course, the leader of the Believers may have thought he was donating 20 grand to charity when he paid Strowman for this spot, but it definitely puts him in a great position here. I mean, when you look back, 6 winners have come from either the last or second to last spot in this match, so if he can capitalize, who knows what will happen. Trouble is though, Dallas has been feeling the pressure that comes with those odds, and that's caused him to seek out some advice from people, including Santino. I guess we'll have to wait and see if that worked in building up his confidence and helping Dallas believe in himself to go all the way in this match. Right now though, it looks as if Jamie Noble has Santino right where he wants him, and a special to boot. What could he be thinking here? Turns Santino around and nails him with the Tiger Bomb. Are we about to say ciao to Santino? No, the Italian stallion survives. But geez, that almost gave me heart palpitations right there. Let's skip ahead one more time, shall we? Double team on Jamie Noble there. Meanwhile, Al Snow's in danger as well. As Jamie Noble hits the ropes, looking to follow up, and stops for some reason. But that DDT takes Al Snow down. Whilst Bo Dallas has Santino all tied up. Oh, Al Snow with that super kick. And there goes Jamie Noble. We're down to 3. Eliminated. And I know what you're probably thinking right now too. John has definitely set this up somehow so his own character can win the whole shebang and he comes out smelling like roses. I mean, let's not forget, Jerry Lawler also had a hell of a run in this thing earlier on too. All I can say is, aside from Bo Dallas entering last, the rest of the field was drawn randomly. Scouts on it. Not that I've ever been in the Scouts before, but, you know, make of that what you will. Anyway, back to the action as Bo reverses an Irish whip before again going back to that abdominal stretch, all while Al Snow watches from the sidelines. We're still yet to see any submissions in this match though, so I guess you could say it's a bit of a questionable tactic at best, really. It seems especially harsh considering he and Santino seem to be getting on as buddies now as well. In the meantime though, Al Snow takes over on the inspirational one, likewise going for a submission. I guess it makes a change from him hitting a low blow, which has definitely been his go-to maneuver ever since he shockingly entered this match. And I feel like I should probably point out as well, that was totally fantasy booking on my part. Everyone knows how big a fan I am of Dylan Snowman and how badly I've wanted to see him win Civil War, so it's going to be really weird having him not actually appear in the real life match this year. Anyway, I'll just let a special go to waste there, which could prove costly, as he tries for a super kick on Santino, but Morella manages to block the move before countering with a snapmare. Now Santino with a Northern Lights suplex into the bridge, but Al Snow keeps on ticking. And goes straight back to the low blow as well. But wait, the super kick connects that time, and Santino's gone as well. Unbelievable, he's just eliminated my character. That dick. I'll take back all the nice things I just said about him. Okay, this is for real the last time I'll fast forward now. Al Snow seemingly continues the trend of the in-game characters being way more deadly than my created characters. It looks like he's got Bo Dallas right where he wants him now as he activates his special. But hold up. Al's gone for the Razzle Dazzle instead of using his tried and tested snowplow. And Dallas kicks out. I think Al may have got a bit cocky there, thinking he had this match in the bag. And now what's he thinking? Oh, Bo Dallas just countered the power driver attempt to take back control. Talk about this being edge of your seat action right here. Tries for the punch, but Al blocks and fires back another super kick. You can really sense the urgency from the former leader of the BWO. This is the closest he's ever come to winning Civil War after so many attempts, and you can bet your bottom dollar he's not going to let that opportunity slip through his fingers again. Although I do have to question just how he'd be able to cash in his guaranteed title shot when he's presumably going straight back to prison after this. Still, Al Snow's in control here with that big elbow drop, putting him dangerously close to another special. And poor Bo Dallas just can't seem to build any momentum right now. It's almost as if he's completely stopped believing in himself altogether. Oh dear, there it is. Al has his special. But yet again, he's gone for a flashy Hurricane Rana pin. Didn't pay off last time. And it doesn't this time either. Seriously, man, what is Al doing here? He's got Bo Dallas on the proverbial ropes right now. He's so close to winning this and finally getting that Civil War monkey off his back, but I don't know, it's almost like his decision making's been pretty poor in these closing moments of the match. Still he dominates though. As Bo Dallas looks to be in a world of trouble here. He seems pretty much out of it. And Al Snow now dangerously close to getting another special in quick succession. And you've got to believe if he gets one more, this one is surely all over. Despite a valiant effort by Bo, who's still trying to fight back, it is starting to feel like this result is perhaps a bit inevitable. Oh, but I've spoken too soon. From out of nowhere, this is Dallas's chance, and we have a winner. Bo Dallas has won Civil War. And even though he came into this thing in the final spot, Dallas really had to work for that victory in a major way. But, you know, this was obviously just a simulation at the end of the day, meaning that the real question now is, will the same thing happen in the actual 2020 Civil War? Considering the quality of last week's role-playing, it's almost impossible to predict, but hopefully it won't be too much longer before we find out. If you stuck around and watched this bullshit to the end, I just wanted to say thank you very much. Hopefully it provided a bit of entertainment as we wait on Civil War proper. And who knows, if people like this, then maybe I'll do something similar for Super Bowl in December as well. Bye!